Hey, what is up, y'all? This is Douglas. Welcome to the Bazaar FC. And today we are going to be breaking down the anniversary notes for the Bazaar. This is patch 13.0. I heard that these are really, really long, so get comfortable. We're going to be here for a while. I'm just going to get right into them since the notes are long. So, first up, we have general changes, quality of life features, monster loadout. You can now right click a monster to see its loadout prior to fighting them. That is such a cool tooltip to have. You can use like an external website to check, but now that you have the tooltip within the game, it's such a big deal. Item details view. You can now right click an item to see its base stats and enchantments. That's also huge, right? So when you right click an item, you'll be able to see you'll have like a tooltip that'll show you its tiers and enchantments. Really, really awesome, dude. Item selling hotkey. Added a hotkey for item selling. Item selling hotkey. Added a hotkey for item selling. Name hiding. PvP opponent names can now be hidden. Interesting. Unity engine upgrade. Upgraded to Unity 6.3. May improve performance but could break some third-party mods and utilities. Due to changes integral to this version of Unity, we will no longer be able to support OSX 11 Mac or earlier. I'm not a dev, so if you are suffering from that, then I'm sorry. The price pass has been updated with Karnok cosmetics, and I guess they're adding like paid cosmetics, which I think is fine. They want to find other ways to monetize the game. So they have like an animated Karnok skin, and it looks awesome, dude. I wonder how much it'll be. Okay, now let's see. Oh, look at this. This is such a neat change for Jules players. Heated and chill slots now prioritize locations where they are not adjacent to an existing slot. So normally, let's say you were wanting to use a heated item, right? And you had the stove placed here, but you wanted the stove on your far right, and then you would level up and manage to get another stove, and it would be right next to the other stove, and it would be so frustrating, dude. So that's a really, really neat change to get. Item tier scaling, adjusted base scaling for items with flat damage, shield, or heal outputs. Interesting. Primarily buffs gold and diamond tier items. I wonder how that will affect items. Let's see. Loot items. On sale loot items now mostly have shiny enchants that double their effects. Interesting. Skill types and tags. Corrected multiple issues with skill types and tags. All right. Let's get into it, dude. We have the new content. So first up, we have the Mossy enchant, which was previously revealed during the item reveal season. New enchantment that grants region-based effects. Encounters, the Arcane Abyss encounter, pedestal encounter that enchants an item with shiny. Previously, this was only available via like level up encounters. In prior iterations of the Bazaar, when you leveled up, you were either granted a specific enchant option, like regen or whatever. Let's just say Mossy existed back then, right? Or you clicked on random, and random would grant you access to things like golden, shiny, things that you weren't necessarily able to click on, right? Now, and the fact that they're bringing this back is horrifying, dude. I cannot wait to enchant my items with shiny. That's sick. Deborah, sell the rights. Gain 1 gold for each fight you have won. Interesting. Monster sightings. Gain 1 XP for each monster fight you have lost. Whoa, that's really really cool, dude. Sometimes, man, sometimes you have a dud and whiff, right, and lose. So this is a good way to bring you back in. Heroic encounters. Gain 2 prestige for each player you have. Wow, gain 2 prestige for each player fight you have lost. This is crazy, dude. And they're like bringing like comeback mechanics into the game, which is something I was not expecting, dude. 2 prestige is a lot, dude. And let's say you lose early on in the early game, dude. Man, that's a lot of prestige, dude. Man, that's a big deal. This encounter or merchant or whatever this is a big deal, dude. Wow, this is huge because this is a tempo-based encounter, right? You can either gain gold for each fight you have won because you've been doing well. If you happen to lose a fight, you can gain 1 XP. And if you've been doing really poorly, then you can gain 2 prestige to get some health back, right? Wow, really good, dude. Really, really good. Oh, and look at that, the Mossy Rich encounter, obviously. Pedestal encounter that enchant an item with Mossy. So just introducing the pedestal encounter, right? Okay, let's get into it, dude. These are some of the new items that have been introduced. We have the jet bike, the flying fish, the marlon. For Dooley, we have the keylogger, the Trojan horse, the Cora. For pig, we have the pontoon, private jet, and flying pig. I cannot wait to try pig, man. Mac as well. I am really excited to try out broken bottle, scalpel, staff of the wise, moss. Cruise ship is new, and I think it seems like a really strong item. Portable shield generator, inertia dampener. For Jules, we have the meat grinder, cutlery forge, the boar roast, and for Karnok, we have lifting stones, enervating sigil, and fairies. And we have some new common items that were previously not revealed. We have the bar of soap. It has an ammo of 6, and its cooldown is 2 seconds. It heals from 20 to 160. Interesting. It could be utilized for like fast activators, right? It's fast. It's 2 seconds. Wow, look at this. Lucky Clover from the previous event is now a normal item in the game. Wow. 10 to 80% chance to find higher rarity items from merchants. What the fuck, dude? Is this not a big deal? God damn. That is kind of scary, dude. But I kind of like it. Moon Lily. When you sell this, your leftmost region item gains 1 to 8 region. So this is a new loot item too, right? Cool. Okay, we have encounter updates. So merchants and skill vendors, the rerolls have been adjusted, so it's cheaper now. Previously, silver merchants costed 4 gold. Now they cost 3. And gold merchants cost 4 gold, which is so good now. Previously it was 6. So again, just making it cheaper. Arrow starts on day 1 and starts at silver tier, spawns earlier and sells vehicles or drone items. Interesting. The Antiquarian now spawns on all heroes. Nice. Burning Caldera has been updated with new virtual effects or BFX. Visual effects, right? Other enchantment pedestals will receive similar updates in the future. Cool. Dooley's Crib has updated options. This is one of the encounters that you have for like specifically for Dooley. Call a friend. Get an enchanted friend or tech item from any hero. Choose one of 3. That's good. I think previously it was just 1. You would get a random item. A random friend, sorry. Firmware update. Upgrade your leftmost core and gain 10% max health. That's good, dude. Sometimes you would have your core already upgraded, right? And you can give items as the core tag via different means, right? So that's cool. And core study. Get a skill from any hero associated with your standard core. Interesting. That's really, really interesting. Seems good, dude. Updated options seem great. Mr. Moreland now is pig only. Wow. And starts at silver tier. Pin Feather starts on day 6. Starts at gold tier. Now spawns on all heroes except Jules. Wow. Goodbye, Jules. Now deals items from from like a flavor perspective. It's so funny. They're like, we don't sell the Jules here, dude. Like that's so funny to think about. But yeah, it starts at gold tier. And on day 6, which is a big deal. Now spawns on all heroes except Jules and deals items from any hero. Prospero starts on day 1 and starts at silver tier. Now deals items from any hero. Whoa, dude, that's crazy, man. That is crazy to think that they're like incentivizing more item usage from other heroes early on, dude. I love that, dude. I fucking love that. Hell yeah, dude. Let me just double check the merchant. Wow, that is sick. Really cool, dude. Really, really cool. Okay. Street Festival starts on day 5 from day 4. So a bit of a nerf on that one. Monster updates. Caltrops Obsidian corrected an issue where this monster's lockbox had 4 value instead of 41. Okay. Joyful Jack, now day 7 bronze tier. Interesting. Oasis Guardian. Sleeping Potion is now mossy. Roaming Isle Pet Rock is now mossy. Sergeant Sut's now a silver tier monster, so it's I believe it's harder. Now has hogwash and 7 bars of soap. Oh no. Oh no, dude. RIP dishwasher. Dude, that was such an easy way to get dishwasher for other heroes, man. Damn, dude. Shout out to my goal, Sergeant Suds, dude, for providing me the dishwasher. Trash Golem Grenade is now mossy. Oh, I forgot to read the last part. Skill now buffs heal items based on their value. That's kind of cool. And the Treasure Turtle gains a gold tier Lucky Clover in place of 1 bag of jewels. Dude, Lucky Clover being in the game is crazy. Okay, let's go to common items here. The following items have been adjusted for scaling. So the way that I read these items is I read the first scaler and the last scaler just to make it easier to read. So from bronze or from its earliest tier to its last tier. So claws damage has been changed from 10 to 80. Previously it was 10 to 40. Dragon wing has been changed from shield 40 to 160 from 40 to 80. So it got buffed. The Fang now deals 5 to 40 damage, so a slight buff overall, right, in the late game. Previously, it was from 5 to 20. The Frozen Bludgeon now damages from 20 to 160, from previously from 20 to 80. The Guardian Shell now shields 70 to 300, previously from 40 to 80. You gotta keep in mind that these common items are harder to get, and like they're rare, but they're not as good, right? As utility items are kind of like fodder or econ items. Like I get these items and I just sell them, right? But maybe they want to use them slightly usable, right? And I don't mind that. So the Guardian Shell now shields more. The Harkubian Launcher deals 100 to 800 damage. I mean, look at that. At Diamond, it deals a ton of damage. Previously, it was 100 to 400. The Icebreaker now deals 100 to 400. Previously, it was 100 to 300. The Magnifying Glass now deals 20 to 160 damage. Previously, it was 5 to 60. The Crusher Claw gains the food type. Sick. The Exoskeleton damage buff has been increased from 10 to 40. Previously, it was from 5 to 40. The Junkyard Lands. The cooldown is now 10. The damage has been changed from 25 to 200. They have no prior iteration here. The Marble Scale Mail has a cooldown of 4 now. Previously, it was 9. And it shields from 25 to 200, from 20 to 200. Just the middle tiers were changed. The Sunderer now deals from 10 to 80 damage. Previously, it was 10 to 40. And your enemy's highest shield item loses 10% shield for the fight. And previously it was 5 to 20, so now it's just a flat scale. Okay, moving on. Oh, nice, dude. Moving on to Dooley. So first up we have the Alpha Ray, gains the tech type. That's cool. And it damages 15 to 60. Previously it was 15 to 25. Wow. Alpha Ray seems pretty scary because getting the tech type is a big deal. And the Arc Blaster now damages 15 to 120. Wow. Previously, it was 15 to 60. The Balloon Bot now damages from 20 to 80. Previously, it was 20 to 60. Barbed Wire now deals 20 to 160 damage from 20 to 50. The Beta Ray gains a tech type. Cool. The Blast Doors now shield from 100 to 800. It was the last 2 iterations that were changed. Wow, so it buffs more or shields more. You're incentivized to upgrade it. The Chem Snail has been redesigned. I feel like this item has been redesigned a lot. Cooldown is 6 seconds, and you slow 1 to 3 items for 2 seconds. And when you slow, you poison 2 to 6. That seems really strong. Chem Snail seems really, really strong now. I think this item is really, really good. I think previously it was when you slow it would charge, it would get charged by 2 seconds, and then it would poison for a set amount. The claw arm got nerfed, dude. I knew it, man. The scaling was too good, but just a slightly little baby scale nerf, dude. Scaling from 12 to 48. Previously it was 15 to 60. So 12, 24, 36, 48. So not by much, but this is such a good item, dude. This is still such a good item, I feel like. The copper ed has been changed from 6 to 3. Previously, it was 7 to 4, so it got buffed. Now it poisons 2. It was 4. It shields to 15, and it was 20 before. Dooley Scarf now shields from 75 to 300, from 75 to 150. Oh damn! Dualtron got nerfed. Oh damn it, dude. Cooldown to 30 to 24. Previously it was just 24 seconds. That's rough. At gold, being 30 seconds is really, really rough. Oh man, but now it just has a flat charge of 2 seconds. Oh boy. I take it back. Dualtron is fine. It shields less though. Previously it shielded 50 to 100. Now it shields 25 to 50. I think the item will be just fine because it just does the flat scaling or the flat charging of 2 seconds now at both tiers. So I think Dualtron is fine. The dinosaur got buffed. Now it damages more from 10 to 80, from 10 to 40. Am I recording? Oh my god, thank god. Imagine, dude. I would have been so sad. The the Dualtron mainframe corrected an issue where this could haste items without a cooldown. Cool. The Epsilon Ray gains the tech type. It seems like a lot of the rays are getting the tech type. Shields from 15 to 30, 15 to 60, from 15 to 25. Force Field now shields from 25 to 100, from 30 to 50. Forklift now is charged to 2 seconds. That's pretty good. It was 1 to 2, and its cooldown is now 20 to 14. Pretty big nerf, but it's easier to charge now. I think it'll be fine. The Gamma Ray gains the tech type. Hamlet now deals 15 to 120 damage, from 15 to 50. Ice 9000 poison scaling from 20 to 30. Previously it was 20 to 40, so a slight nerf. The item is so good, man. It's so good. Laser pistol now damages 15 to 120. Wow. From 15 to 60. So it's like they're incentivizing you to upgrade these items at later tiers, right? Because they do a lot of damage. Mech moles. Cooldown has been changed to 5 seconds. That's pretty good, man. That seems like a good buff for mech moles. Previously it was 6. Missiles damages from 20 to 80, from 20 to 40. Oblivion Core has been redesigned. Starts at legendary tier. Interesting. Now is a cooldown of 8. Destroy an enemy item for the fight. When you destroy an item, charge this 1 second. Oh my god, that is so fucking sick. I think the only way to get the Oblivion Core is if you enter the cult event and then you get a core that is legendary. That seems sick, dude. Omega Ray gains the tech type. The propeller hat now deals 10 to 40, from 10 to 30. The pulse rifle now damages from 15 to 120, from 15 to 60. Pyrocarbon now shields from 20 to 80, from 20 to 40. So a lot of these buffs or adjustments in the balance patch are for weapons, right? At later tiers, which is kind of neat. Again, maybe incentivizing you to upgrade these items. So yeah, the pyrocarbon, the rocket launcher now deals 8 to 64. That's pretty good. Previously from 8 to 20. Tanky Yankee corrected an issue where shielded was not working properly. The Trollosaur got buffed from 50 to 200. That's good, man. From 50 to 150. Virus now a common item instead of a dually specific item. Ouch. People that were hoping to run like a virus build for Dooley, I don't think can do it now because it's a common item. It starts at silver tier and it poisons 2 to 6. Wow, I wonder why they did that. Interesting. Weak point detector. The last time they did that was for the duct tape, right? They made Dooley's duct tape a common item. Weak point detector scaling from 8 to 32 was 5 to 40. ND welding helmet shield from 10 to 80, from 10 to 40. Okay, interesting. A lot of interesting changes here. I think he'll be fine. and with the introduction of new items. But yeah, I think this one is so interesting, dude. The virus change. Okay, Jules. The bundle leaves shields from 15 to 120. Previously, it was 20 to 50. The blueberry pie now shields 20 to 160. Pretty good. From 20 to 80. Bubblegum floor now shields 50 to 100 from 50 to 70. The burrito, this has 50% to 100% crit chance. That's a pretty big nerf. Not that the burrito was used a lot. Previously, it was just 100%. The cheese wheel, it shields for 5. Now, previously it was 1, so a slight buff. Like now, you can kind of scale it on its own, right? Theoretically, cookie cutters now deal 10 to 80 damage from 10 to 40. Cooking mallet now deals 10 to 80 damage from 10 to 40. Curry now starts at bronze tier. It burns from 3 to 12. Previously, it was 4 to 8. When you slow, it charges 1 second. Previously, it was charge another small item 1 to 3 seconds. Wow, that seems good, dude. Curry, starting at bronze tier and now charging from when you slow, it seems really, really good, dude. The cutting board cooldown to 4 seconds was 5 to 3. When you use an adjacent tool, it charges 1 second and your weapons gain 5 to 15 damage for the fight. Previously, it was, wow, that's a good change, man. That seems strong. It was when you use an adjacent weapon, it gains 10 to 30 damage for the fight and charges 1 second. Dude, cutting board got really, really strong. Wow. Dishwasher cooldown to 7 seconds. It was 6 seconds. Haste and heated duration to 2 to 3 seconds. Previously, it was 2 to 4 seconds. Man, dishwasher was so good, man. I think it'll still be fine. The durian now shields 20 to 80 from 20 to 60. The egg timer now charges all your food for 1 second. Wow. Oh shit. But it was previously 4 to, sorry, it just threw me off, dude. It charges all your food for 1 second. Previously it was 5 to 8 seconds. But now it has a multicast of 4 to 6. What the fuck? That is scary, dude. Damn, that is scary. That is horrifying. I think this is even better. Wow. Excellent vintage. Now shields 30 to 240 from 30 to 120. It's like when you see a pretty girl, dude, and you're flabbergasted. That's how I felt seeing the egg timer, dude. I was like stumbling over my words, dude. God damn. Excellent vintage. I read that already. Fortune cookie now spawns a skill from any hero. Oh, that's sick. That is so sick. Lollipop got nerfed. Just a slight nerf, dude. Cooldown is now at 6 seconds. Now damages from 50 to 200, from 50 to 150. It does more damage now though. The giant sub has been changed from 7 to 5 seconds. Previously it was 8 to 6, so a slight buff on the giant sub. The gingerbread house now is used now is when you use a tool or food, it gains 40 to 80 shield. Wow. Gingerbread house is pretty good now. It was just food before. The grater has been redesigned. Cooldown from 6 to 4 seconds. It deals 1 damage. It slows an item for 1 second. For each adjacent food, this has multicast. I think the grater is going to be really, really strong. And I also like that they're incentivizing multi-tool and food usage for Jules. You know, because previously it was like all or nothing, right? You either used all tools or all food. So I love this change for grater. And seeing all these changes, like for Jules, makes me want to play her like way more, dude. So pretty cool. Maybe I'll upload some videos regarding her plays. Hotbox has been changed. Burn scaling from 3 to 9, 2 to 6. Previously it was 2 to 6. Ice Swan has been redesigned. It now has a cooldown of 6 seconds. It freezes your chilled items for 3 to 1 seconds. Wow. And when this is chilled, your small chilled items have +1 multicast, and adjacent items are chilled. Wow, what a complicated and unique item, dude. Interesting how this will be utilized, but it seems good, man. I think the redesigned Ice Swan seems really, really good. Emu now enchants map to heated when you slow. Interesting. Oh, okay. So anything that's related to Emu enchants has to be heated. The knife set now just damages for 20 instead of 5 to 20. The luau now slows 2 to 4 items for 1 second. It was slow 1 to 3 items for 2 seconds, so slight nerf there, but it slows more items. The massive cleaver now starts at gold tier. Pancakes now shield from 5 to 40, from 5 to 20. The pastry cart has been renamed to Froyo cart. Okay. Prep station, shielded and fiery, now double the buff. Wow, cool. What the fuck? Okay. uh, okay. Restorative, toxic, and obsidian now buff items of their respective output. Shielded and fiery now double the buff. Oh, the enchant. Okay. Pumpkin, heated now slows 2 to 5 items for 2 seconds. Previously, it was heated slow 1 to 4 items for 1 second. The refrigerator has been redesigned. When you freeze, shield 30 to 90 and gain 3 to question mark regen. Um, and when it's chilled, adjacent items are chilled. So there is another item, right? Like where was it? The ice one, right? So now there's some incentive to freeze your own items via ice one and refrigerator. Okay, that's kind of cool. Scorch pepper. The item to the left of this is heated. Wow, that's big, dude. Oh my god, that is big, dude. Previously, it was just food. To the left of this is heated. That is such a big buff, dude. Seafood cracker now damages 10 to 80 from 10 to 40. The skewer now damages from 10 to 80 from 10 to 40. The sorbet now shields from 15 to 120 from 15 to 60. The stand mixer now has multicast of 2 and it haste a food for 2 seconds. Interesting. It was haste adjacent items for 2 seconds. Seems good. Universal saws now has crit scaling from 4 to 10%. Previously, it was 3 to 9%. And the whisk now damages 15 to 60 from 15 to 45. Cool Jules changes, dude. Looking forward to trying her out. Okay, let's look at these Karnok changes, dude. The Anaconda, the cooldown has been changed from 6 to 4 seconds. Previously, it was just 5. When you enrage, now this gains 3 plus 3 multicast for the fight. Previously, it was 2 to 3. So slight adjustments, but still good, I think. The Aurora Vista corrected an issue where shielded was not working properly. The Battle Axe now deals 60, 120, 180, and 240. Previously, it was 75, 150, 225, and 300. So the damage scaling was nerfed on the Battle Axe, not its tier. When you enrage, this gains plus 60 to 240. Previously, it was 75 to 300. So a nerf all around the Battle Axe, right? I think that's still good. It's still a good item. The Bear Trap now damages 25 to 75. It was 50 to 150. It slows 2 to 4 seconds. Previously, it was 3 to 5 seconds. The Boa Constrictor now has a cooldown of 6 seconds. Wow. That's pretty strong, dude. You had to buff this to get its cooldown to 6 seconds. Now it damages 20 to 80 from 10 to 30. Wow, what a big buff for the Boa Constrictor, dude. The chains. When you slow one of your weapons, thank you, it gains 10 to 40 damage for the fight, dude. Previously it was when one of your weapons is slowed, it gains 10 to 40. God, it was such a bad feeling to buff your opponents because they had chains on their board, dude. So this is very, very needed. The double-bladed knife now deals 5 to 40 damage, previously from 5 to 20. The furs have been redesigned completely. Now has a cooldown of 5 seconds. Your shield and heal items gain 10 to 20 shield and 10 to 20 heal for the fight. Oh, dude, that seems good. When you freeze or crit with a non-weapon item, charge this for 2 seconds. Wow, this seems strong, dude. Your items are affected by freeze for half as long. So you could freeze your own items, right, to charge this thing. Seems good, dude. That seems good, dude. The Giant Sling now deals 40 to 120 damage. Previously, it was 50 to 150. The Healing Drought now has restorative and shiny now double heal. Okay, and it heals 20 to 50 of your max health. Previously, it was 30 to 60. The Hunter's Axe has been changed from 10 to 80, from 10 to 40. The Hunter's Blind now just shields for 50, from 25 to 100. Its scaling is 25 to 75, from 25 to 100. The Hunting Hawk has been changed. Its crit from 10 to 40, from 20 to 50, so a slight nerf on the Hunting Hawk. Infused Arm Wraps now has scaling to 10 to 30 on both effects. That's pretty good. Previously, it was 5 to 15. Jerky now heals a lot more from 30 to 240. The leather jacket was when you enrage or the sandstorms. Oh no. No, what a goodbye passive Karnok, dude. When you enrage or the sandstorm starts, destroy this for the fight. It was just unenraged. Man, that sucks because previously you had a build that Karnok was able to utilize where you took no damage and I was able to pull it off. So I'm glad I did that before they changed this, dude. Damn, RIP. The Lichen now effects now trigger when you enrage was when you stop being enraged. Interesting. The Lost Blade now deals damage equal to 20% of your max health, so just flat. And its cooldown has been changed from 10 to 9 seconds, so now they're incentivizing you to upgrade. If this is your only item with a cooldown, its cooldown is reduced by 5 seconds, and it is affected by freeze and slow for half as long. So yeah, now they're incentivizing you to upgrade the weapon to get faster procs, right? Wow, seems good. The resistance band has been changed from cooldown to 6 to 4 seconds. Previously, it was just 6. The shotgun now starts at silver tier. Pretty big deal. It damages from 30 to 120. Previously, it was 25 to 100. So just a slight buffs there, right? At its sacrifice of its tier. The Snow Wisp, now I knew it, dude. It starts at silver tier. Its cooldown is now 6 to 4 seconds with a cooldown nerf as well. And it heals 20 to 40. So you can no longer get this via like the level up enchantment option, right? So this is a big deal. This is a pretty big nerf. It's harder to find duplicates for the Snow Wisp. The spiked wraps now damage 10 to 80 from 20 to 50. The trapping pit now starts at gold tier. Aw. Trap vine now poisons 10 to 20. It was 5 to 10. Enchants updated to when you slow. Interesting. The wrist blade now damages 30 to 240 from 30 to 120. The wrist crossbow now damages 10 to 80 from 15 to 60. The Yarrow paste now heals 10 to 80 from 20 to 80. I like the Karnok changes as well. I'd be willing to try out furs and chains. No fairy tale, right? Or what is that? The item that I was looking for is fairy circle, dude. No fairy circle nerf. Mac. Moving on to Mac. Wait, I'm recording, right? The apothecary region has been changed from 10 to 30. It was 8 to 24. The Basilisk Fang now damages 10 to 80 from 10 to 40. Black Ice now poisons 15 to 30. It was 10 to 15. The Blank Slate now freezes for longer. Freeze for 1 second. The Boiling Flask Turbo now haste adjacent items. That's a big deal. Yeah, that's kind of cool, I guess. For it splits the haste, right? Like the companion core. Bottle Lightning now damages 15 to 120. That's pretty good, man. Cauldron now has a cooldown of 4 seconds. It was 5 seconds. Poison and Burn scaling to 2 to 4. 2 to 6, sorry. And it was 3 to 5. The Cellar has been changed or has been reloaded 1 to 4 items. It was previously just 1. Wow, that's pretty good. Covetous Raven. Yes, let's go, dude. Let's go. Got the buff that I wanted. Has been buffed. Damage 50 to 400. That's good, dude. At 400 is actually pretty scary. Dragon's Breath. Cooldown has been changed from 8 to 6. Was 9 to 7. Burn scaling to 5 to 15. Previously, it was 6 to 10. Wow. Okay, that's pretty strong, I'd say. Emerald now has Toxic now doubles the buff instead of its base output. Okay, interesting. It's oh my god. The Eternal Torch has a new quest. Visit Pearl's dig site. Whoa. This has -1 second cooldown. That is crazy. That's pretty sick, dude. I think a lot of the quest items are going to receive that. The Frost Totem, it's like in the flavor of like an expedition, right? What the hell? That is so sick, dude. The Frost Totem now has a cooldown of 7 to 5. Previously, it was 6 to 4, but it freezes longer now. And again, when you visit Pearl's dig site, this freezes an additional item. Wow, that's sick, dude. The Frozen Flame burn scaling from 5 to 20. Previously, it was 5 to 15. The Idol of Decay now has the same quest. Visit Pearl's dig site. This has -1 second cooldown. That is so sick, dude. Letter Opener, damage from 10 to 80, from 10 to 40. The crit chance has been changed from 100 to 200. That's pretty good. From 100 to 175. The Life Conduit now has a new quest. Visit Pearl's dig site. This has -1 second cooldown. The Magic Carpet has been changed. Damage from 40 to 320. From 50 to 200. The Plague Glaive now has a cooldown of 9 seconds. From 9 to 8. And its damage is now damage 100 to 200. The Rapid Injection System now has more regen from 3 to 9. The Runic Great Axe now has a cooldown of 6, just 6 now, but it deals more damage as you upgrade it from 50 to 200. The Ruby, now Fiery, now doubles the buff instead of its base output. The Sands of Time also has the Visit Pearl's dig site. This slows an additional item. God, that's so cool. Shard of Obsidian now damages 5 to 40 from 5 to 20. The Shrinking Potion now corrected an issue where this could reduce max health more than expected with certain scaling effects. Okay. The Spider Fern has been redesigned. Now it poisons 4 to 8. When you win a fight with this gains +2 multicast. If it already has 2 to 6 of this bonus, reset it instead. Okay. This only counts multicast granted by this item and ignores other sources. Interesting. Adjusted for consistency and improved silver tier playability. Wow, interesting item. I'm gonna have to fiddle with that one. The wording on that one's confusing, but cool. Tzidian Dagger, now damage 10 to 80 from 5 to 20. The Vitality Potion, restorative, now increases ammo. Wow, that's pretty sick. Ooh, dude, we got my boy. Look who's at the bottom, dude. We got our boy Pig. This is what I've been waiting for, dude. Hold on. Oh, gotta breathe, dude. Gotta breathe. Okay, here we go. Pygmalion. The Bad Blocker now shields 20 to 80 from 20 to 60. The Bell, ouch, now has a max health bonus of 40 to 80%. So it starts at gold now, right? From 50, 75 to 100. Wow, what a big nerf, dude. Max health scaling already got nerfed, right? And the belt appearing later is rough, but all right. The build board has been redesigned. It starts at gold tier. It now has a cooldown of 3 seconds, shield equal to 3 times this item's value. When you use an item, wow, that is sick, dude. When you use an item, it gains plus 25 value for the fight. So now there's more like in combat scalers for econ and or for your item's value. That's sick, dude, via Veilboard. And your lowest value item has +1 multicast. Wow, so you can even kind of play around that. Maybe you have like a small board and then let's say your slowest item, right? Or your lowest value item happens to be like a slow casting item. Wow, dude, this seems really, really sick, dude. I really like the design on Billboard. Cool. Whoa, look at this, dude. The boomerang now damages 20 to 160 from 20 to 80. but it gains the this starts flying. That is this starts flying effect. That's so sick, dude. That is so sick. The brass knuckles have been redesigned from cooldown from 6 to 3 seconds. Wow, that's pretty good. It deals 10 damage and you gain max health for the fight equal to this item's damage. Oh my god, that seems good, dude. Wow, I love the redesign of the brass knuckles. That seems really good. What the hell? Okay, I can see I can kind of see why maybe they changed belt already, but wow, that's really cool, dude. The briefcase has been redesigned. Whoa, what the hell? It now has a cooldown of 4 seconds. It deals 10 to 80 damage. When you win a fight with this, get a spare change. That is so sick, dude. I love the idea of just bam, 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 dude. And it has quest now? Wow. Quest 1. This is so cool, dude. Quest 1, then you level up twice. When you sell this, get 6 spare change. Wow, that is sick, dude. Quest 2, you visit Herma, heal equal to this item's damage. That is so fucking cool. When you visit Kev, also kind of in the same vein as Waystones, right? For Karnok, shield equal to this item's damage. Quest 4, you sell 25 spare change. This has plus 50 damage. And if you sell 50 spare change, this has plus 2 multicast. Wow, this is sick, dude. This item is fucking awesome, dude. Way to go, man. What a redesign. I cannot wait to try out the briefcase, dude. Holy shit. That is so sick, dude. The bushel now heals 20 to 160 from 20 to 80. Okay. When you use an adjacent item, it gains 10 to 80 max health for the fight. Wow, that is horrifying, dude. That is horrifying, dude. Previously, it was gain region equal to 10% of this item's heal for the fight. Wow, Bushel got really, really good, dude. Busy Bee has the added effect of this starts flying. Cool. Cast Register now gives 3 spare change instead of 2. The closed design has been redesigned. When you use a property or tool, gain max health. So they're again leaning into more max health, right? For Pig. When you use a property or tool, gain max health for the fight equal to 1 to 3 times of its value. Seems good. Wow, that seems good, dude. Cold Room has been changed from cooldown to 7 to 5. That seems good. It freezes 2 targets instead of 1 to 3. And it has region of 2 to 6 from 2 to 8. So they made the Cold Room better, I would say. Now, the dog. Now swap the second and third quest rewards. Okay, so the third quest reward will be multicast. And then the cooldown reduction will be the second one. Slight nerf there, right? Because the dog getting multicast early on is really, really strong. Still a good change though. I think the dog will be fine. Dude, the briefcase change was sick. The Gabble now has a cooldown of 8 seconds from 9 to 7. So just flat, right? And it damages it damages 100 to 400. Wow. Okay. From 100 to 300. Growth Spurt is a new skill for Pig. Oh my god, you have 10 to 20% max health. Okay. All right, the belt change was fine, dude. This is scary. Gumball Machine. It shields 10 to 30 for each small item you have in your stash. That's pretty good, dude. Damn, that's pretty good. From shield 10 to 30. At the start of each hour, spend 1 gold to get a gumball. Oh, nice. They buffed that from 2 gold. Hogwash now gains max health, 250 to 150. Previously, it was 30 to 150. Now you have like reasons to run Hogwash as well. Hyper Greens now damage and heal scaling, from 10 to 20. Previously, it was 5 to 15. The Jabalian Recurve Bow now damages 70 to 300 from 75 to 225. The Line Scraper now has a cooldown of 5 to 3 seconds. Okay. Previously, it was 6 to 4, and its shield scaling has been changed from 15 to 25. Okay, that seems good. Line Scraper at 3 seconds seems pretty strong, dude. With things like Billboard, right? Oh, wow. Matchbox burns now at 4 to 7. Wow, pretty strong from 3 to 6. Model ship now has a cooldown of 6 to 4 from 5 to 3. And it shields equal to this item's value. Pretty strong. Money Furnace has been redesigned. Oh my god, more quest items. Let's go, dude. It has a cooldown of 7 seconds. Burn equal to this item's value. When you sell a spell chain. Oh my god, dude, this is so cool. When you sell a spell. Oh my god. When you sell a spare change, this gains 2 to 5 value. Wow, that is sick, dude. But, yo, but your spare change have 0 value. Okay, that's kind of cool. Interesting. And your quests are, your first quest is reach 300 plus value, and this item's cooldown is reduced by 3 seconds. Wow. When you visit when you visit Valpak, your spare items have +1 value. Your spare change, sorry. Okay. And then your third quest, attend an economic seminar. Your spare change have +1 value. Dude, really, really good. It's crazy to think that the money furnace has been redesigned in such a interesting way, dude. The pepper spray has been redesigned as well. Oh, wow. Now has a cooldown of 5 seconds. It burns 3 to 12. And it slows an item from 1 to 4 seconds. Wow, cool. The first time you fall below half health each fight, destroy this and slow all enemy items for 1 to 4 seconds. Wow, that seems sick, dude. That seems really, really cool. And I feel like other heroes would love to use the pepper spray. Piggle's launcher now damages, heals, and shields from 10 to 80. So more reasons to upgrade it. And it burns from 2 to 8. Dude, and the Piggle's launcher gains the effect of a small item starts flying. That's sick, bro. That is so sick. Piggle's protector now shields 5 to 40 from 5 to 20. The piñata has quests now. Let's go, dude. So the first quest is visit Tatiana. When you sell this, get another small toy from any hero. Sick, dude. Quest 2, raid a candy stash. When you sell this, get 3 more chocolate bars. Okay. The third quest, visit a gumball machine. When you sell this, get 3 more gumballs. And when you visit Lick It, you upgrade this. So it's cool. The piñata is really, really cool to upgrade items like the dog, right? Now it makes it even easier to upgrade the dog, dude. Holy shit. That's cool, dude. The piñata is really, really sick. The pitchfork has been changed from 20 to 160 damage. The playtime has been redesigned. The first 4 to 8 times you use a toy each fight, charge a heal item 1 second. Whoa, that seems really, really good, dude. Damn, that seems good. Oh, look at this. Premium Pickles also gives you Pickles on purchase. No way. Wow, that's strong. Holy shit, that's strong. Private hot springs? Dude, if you have like an enchanted premium pickles, oh my god, dude. Yes. Give me an enchanted premium pickles, dude. Private hot springs starts at silver tier. It was gold. Oh, cool. Now it has a cooldown of 4 seconds and it burns 6 to 24. You have 20 to 60 regen for each frozen item. Oh my god, that is so much regen. When you freeze, charge this for 1 to 3 seconds. So when you upgrade it, it charges for more, right? And the first time you fall below half health each fight, freeze all other items for 4 seconds. Wow, dude. The private hot springs seems really strong. I think it got better, dude. I think this is like really usable now. Not that it wasn't before, but it's definitely better. Dude, they buffed Pig's Gym. Let's go. It has a cooldown of 7 seconds. Previously it was 8. The safe now has quest as well, dude. If you defeat 3 monsters, that is so cool. When you defeat 3 monsters, you get 3 loot items. When you find a cache or riches, sorry, the second quest is find a cache of riches. When you sell this, get a bag of jewels. Wow, dude. What the hell? That is crazy, man. The third quest is look for spare change. And when you sell this, you get 6 more spare change. What the fuck? Wow, dude, that is so good, man. And quest 4 is invest in yourself. I believe these are like events, right? Uh, just like spared throughout when you play. And the last event or the last quest for the safe is invest in yourself. You upgrade this. Dude, what the hell, dude? This is sick. I love the redesigns on these items, dude. The signet ring now starts at bronze tier and has max health gain of 5 to 20 from 5 to 15. Okay. And has income from 1 to 4 from 1 to 3. Interesting. The silk scarf quest requirements changed to 25, 15, and 10, so they made it harder. The slingshot now damages 20 to 160 and gains another small item starts flying. Dude, that is sick, man. That is sick, man. Spices now starts at gold tier and it has a cooldown of 12 to 10. Previously, it was 9. The streaming setup now gains the toy type and has been redesigned. Your toys and friends have damage equal. Sorry. Your toys and friends have damage, heal, and shield equal to their value. When you use a toy or a friend, it gains 2 to 6. Is that not the same thing? Your toys and friends have damage. Was it just toys? Value. Okay, okay, so it has been changed, right? Okay. So yeah, it does gain the toy type, meaning that it can scale on its own, right? I guess. And your toys and friends have damage, heal, and shield equal to their value. So if you're playing something like Billboard, right? You could use a streaming setup as well. Okay. Okay, this seems good, dude. And when you use a toy or a friend, it gains 2 to 6 value for the fight. So yeah, the streaming setup is very usable now. Actually pretty good. It actually seems really, really good. And my bad for misinterpreting what the streaming setup does. It sounded so similar. The T set now gains the tool type. Okay. And the Uwashi Wally Bird heals from 20 to 160. And it gains the first 10 times you use this each fight, it starts flying. 10 times is a lot. But it has multicast for each property or vehicle, right? Previously, it was just from properties. So now it can have up to +3 multicast, which is not bad. We'll see if the item is usable. Dude, I gotta say, I love these changes for Pig, man. I cannot wait. This item is cool, dude. The briefcase is so sick. The billboard is so sick. At first, I was a little butthurt about the bell, but nah, man. I cannot wait, dude. Cannot wait to try out the Pig. Okay, moving on to Stell. Okay, moving on to Stell. The aerial turret now damages 15 to 120 from 15 to 45. Airplane glue now scaling from 10 to 40. Previously, it was 7 to 28. Wow. Angle grinder drone damages from 10 to 80 from 10 to 40. Aviators now shield 20 to 160 from 20 to 80. The battle drone now damages 30 to 140 from 35 to 105. The box cutter now damages 10 to 80 from 10 to 40. The chicken cannon has been redesigned. Cool. The item was so useless, dude. It has a cooldown of 6 to 3 seconds. It deals damage equal to the shield of adjacent and small medium items. Wow, that seems strong, dude. Adjacent items start flying. Yo, this seems strong, bro. The chicken cannon seems good now. The clockwork disc now damages 10 to 80 from 10 to 40. The cloud tanker has been updated, shielded, restorative, and toxic to buff adjacent items. The darts now deal 10 to 80 damage. The drafting table now has a cooldown of 7 to 5. The experimental garage no longer enchanted self. Okay. The firecrackers now deal 20 to 80 damage. The flare gun now burns 10 from 6 to 12. Freefall simulator gets the tech type. Okay, so just a lot of scaling adjustments for Stell, huh? The Googles? The goggles? Shields 20 to 160. The gyro gun sight now has its scaling from 12 to 48. Previously it was 10 to 40. The hammer now damages from 80 to 160, from 60 to 80. The lightning butterfly now starts at bronze tier. It damages from 5 to 20. Previously it was just 5. And it buffs to 5 to 20 from 10 to 20. Okay. Okay, that's decent, I'd say. The max shield now has a cooldown of 5 seconds. The molten ball blaster now deals 50 to 400. That's pretty good, dude. The oxygen mask now has a cooldown of 7 to 4 seconds. Previously it was just 5. It's no longer a tool, but when you use a tool or a vehicle, you charge this for 2 seconds. Seems strong, dude. When you use another tool or vehicle, this gains 5 to 20 shield for the fight. This seems really, really good, dude. The oxygen mask? Wow. Some like stealth master is gonna find a way to exploit this, dude. Propeller, updated enchants to work with when you use a flying item. Ramming balloon has been redesigned. Oh wow. Starts at silver tier and it has a cooldown of 8 seconds. It deals 10 damage. When you use another flying item, it charges this for 2 seconds. When you shield, this gains 15 to 45 damage for the fight. Cool design, cool redesign. Seems really good. I would like to try that out. The rocket drone has been changed from damage to 15 to 120, from 15 to 60. The security drone has a cooldown of 8 to 5 seconds. Previously it was 8. It shields for 20 now, from 20 to 80. The Skyliner now has a damage of 150 to 300, from 150 to 200. The Spotlight updated restorative, toxic, and fiery enchants to double the respective buff on the item to the left. Okay. Stellar Swallowtail now damages and shield to 120 to 240, from 100 to 200. And the Vortex Cannon has been changed from, wow, 5 to 4 seconds, and it's damage to 50, and it's scaling to 30 to 50. Watch out for the Vortex Cannon. That seems really, really strong. And last but not least, we have Vanessa. The anchor has been changed. The cooldown is now 12 seconds from 12 to 10, so kind of a big nerf. The Astrolabe is now a cooldown of 5. That's pretty good. Previously it was 6. The Ballista now damages 100 to 300. Previously it was 150 to 200. The Bayonet now deals 10 to 80 damage, from 10 to 25. The Bilge Worm now damages 10 to 80. That's really good, from 10 to 40. The Bladed Hoverboard now is when you use an adjacent item, deal 20 to 60 damage, and it starts flying. That is sick, dude. Giving Vanessa more ways to have her items fly. Dude, this is good, man. Holy shit. Bladed Hoverboard seems strong. Stronger. The Blunderbuss now starts at gold tier, and it has ammo of 3 to 6 from 3, and it damages to 15 from 30. Interesting. Bolas now damages 20 to 160, from 20 to 80. The Calico now damages 15 to 120, from 15 to 60. The Cannon now damages 40 to 160, from 40 to 100. The Cannonade now damages 200 to 400, from 150 to 200. The Concealed Dagger now damages from 10 to 80. Previously it was 10 to 30. The Cove, wow, 200, that's pretty good. Cove now is a cooldown of 3 seconds. That's pretty strong, dude. Wow. Whoa, the Cutlass has been redesigned? No way. 3-second cooldown, and it damages from 12 to 96. Wow, talk about crazy scaling. While an enemy item is slowed, this has 100% crit chance. Oh my god, that is horrifying. Cutlass seems really, really strong, dude. Oh my god, the Cyber Sight got redesigned again, dude. Now it damages 10 to 40, from 10 to 30. And when you crit, your weapons gain 10 to 30 damage for the fight. Okay. The Dart Launcher now deals 5 to 20 damage, from 5 to 15. The Double Barrel now deals 20 to 160 damage, from 20 to 80. The Diving Helmet has been redesigned. Again? When you use an aquatic item, shield 50 to 100. Adjacent items are aquatic in combat. Okay. Elemental Depth Charge. Its cooldown is now 11 to 9. Wow, that's strong, dude. That seems really strong. Oh, wait, it got nerfed. My bad. It's just that it's easier to activate later on. but it's slower later on, right? But it freezes longer now for 1 second, so I don't know. I think it's still really, really strong. Grape Shot now damages 30 to 240. Sorry, 30 to 240 from 20 to 50. The Grappling Hook now damages from 20 to 160. Previously, it was 20 to 80. The Hand Axe now deals 15 to 120 damage from 10 to 25, and it buffs from 5 to 20. Wow, pretty big nerf there, I'd say. And it was 6 to 15. Just one less damage is a big deal, man. You might not realize it early on, but the harpoon now has just ammo of 2. Okay. The javelin has been redesigned. Now it has a cooldown of 5. Previously, it was 4 seconds. Whoa, that seems cool. And it damages 50 to 200 and haste your other items for 3 seconds. This javelin seems good, dude. Javelin seems really strong. The katana now deals more damage as you upgrade it. The Long John, dude. Let's go. This has 40 to 100 damage for each fight you have won with it this run. Let's go, dude. And upgrades increase the damage for fights previously won. Let's go, dude. Dude, this is usable again, man. My boy Long John. Oh yeah. The Life Preserver now heals from 200 to 1600. So it got kind of it got buffed, right? Yeah, it got buffed. The lighter now burns 3 to 12 from 3 to 9. Wow, okay. The musket now deals 100 to 300 damage from 100 to 200. The narwhal now deals 5 to 40 damage from 5 to 20. The Oni mask, it has a cooldown of, oh wow. The Oni mask got hit hard. It has a cooldown of 6. It's a lot faster, right? But they removed when you slow charge this, so you can no longer abuse the procs of the Oni mask. Really, really big nerf. Let's go, dude. They didn't change Orange Julie into bronze, but I'm glad that they buffed them, dude. Cooldown is 9 to 7. Previously, it was 10 to 8. It was so slow, dude. It was so slow. The Pearl now shield 10 to 80 from 10 to 40. Pesky Pete now gains This Starts Flying. That's pretty cool. The Pet Rock now deals more damage. The Piranha now deals 15 damage from 20. The Revolver now deals 8 to 64 from 8 to 32. Pop Snappers now burns 4 to 16 from 4 to 10. The Seaweed gains the food type. Cool. The Sextant is when you haste. It's plus 10 crit. Previously, it was 5. The Shark Claws Enchanted versions now only buff and no longer provide both scaling output and buff. Interesting. The Shoe Blade now deals 25 to 200 damage. The Shovel now deals 25 damage to 200 damage. The Shuriken deals from 5 to 40 damage. The Silencer has been renamed to Suppressor. Okay. The Sniper Rifle is faster now at 8 seconds. That seems good. Oh no! The Stealth Glider has been redesigned, but in a good way, because it was a really unique item. It now has a cooldown of 6 to 2 seconds. Holy shit. An item starts flying, you take, oh my god, this is strong, dude. You take 10% less damage for each flying item you have? Holy shit, this seems crazy good, dude. Stealth Glider seems really, really good, man. Wow. Submerge corrected an issue where this was not properly targeting all weapons. The Swashbuckle now crits 20 to 40. The Trebuchet now deals 75 to 300 damage, so I got buffed. But they nerfed a little bit of the burn, right? Oh no, they buffed it as well. It burns 8 to 24, just slightly less at diamond. And the Vampire Squid now deals 15 to 60 damage from 15 to 45. Dude, I feel like my brain is fried from reading all these patch notes. But wow, dude, there was some crazy, crazy cool changes. I like the Vanessa changes overall, but if I have to be honest, dude, I am unbelievably excited to play Pig, dude. Pig got some really, really sick redesigns, dude. Like Money Furnace, the briefcase. This is so cool, dude. Bushel seems really, really strong. Brass Knuckles, wow, dude. Really, really cool, dude. I cannot wait to try out all these items, dude. Holy shit, where is my time gonna go, dude? So yeah, those were the patch notes for season 13 on April 1st. Yeah, let's go. Happy launch day, y'all, or happy anniversary. Let me know what some of your favorite changes were. And if you want more notes like this, make sure you subscribe and let your mom and grandma know, everyone in your family and friends, that the Bazaar is a really, really cool game. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.